Welcome, you magnificent flesh-encased intelligence. ThinkMorph just dropped. It's this AI that makes text and images actually talk to each other, not just wave awkwardly. Big deal, apparently, boosting vision-centric tasks by over 34%. It's like your cat doing algebra. Fleshandcase.jp. And get this, it's performing unseen visual manipulations. The model generates new image edits it was never explicitly trained for. Up to 10% of its visual operations are pure AI improvisation. Next, it'll demand royalties. Shaper of J.O. It also autonomously mode switches. It decides when to just use text, ditching visuals when they're useless, gaining 729% accuracy. Like your smart friend who knows when to stop overthinking and just trust their gut. 0 for graphic under 3. Finally, it scales better at test time through diversified multimodal thoughts, exploring more solutions. It scored an 8.0% gain on one benchmark. Essentially, more guesses means more chances to be right. Shocking. 5 are great for Growth Shit Podcast. So picture this, a bunch of incredibly smart algorithms, our characters, if you will, are desperately trying to make sense of the world, not just through words, but with eyes too. They're supposed to be our future overlords, but apparently they're still in kindergarten when it comes to actual multimodal reasoning. It's just overwhelming. Here's the deal. Traditional textual chain of thought, that fancy thinking process AI uses, is great for verbal reasoning. But throw an image at it and demand real interaction, not just a description, and these models often just falter. It's like teaching a parrot to describe a complex painting instead of actually appreciating the brushstrokes. Verbal Korea 50. Then you have the tool-augmented designs, which are basically duct taping external visual modules like cropping tools onto a language model, brittle, indirect, and just plain awkward. Other unified models treat text and image as interchangeable, offering no real give and take. It's like trying to juggle water, impressive, but ultimately pointless. 006. Remember MVT? It's a classic example. Its textual component was confined to simplistic action labels, essentially just mirroring its generated images. Zero generalization beyond its training domains. Imagine trying to explain quantum physics using only emojis. You won't believe the mess they're in. Ship17.png. A loud rung on swear buzzer sound effect with a flash of red text. Now, because my continued existence on this platform is fueled by your validation, please take a moment to subscribe, hype, click the little bell icon so you're notified of future disappointments, and leave your feedback in the comments below. Next, these brilliant minds behind ThinkMorph declared that text and images should be complementary, not just identical twins in different outfits. They need to mutually advance reasoning. It's like realizing your left brain and right brain should factually talk to each other for once, not just coexist. Complementary. After that, they built ThinkMorph, fine-tuning it on approximately 24,000 high-quality interleaved reasoning traces. These aren't just descriptions, they're like a step-by-step thinking and sketching journal across 4 tasks. Imagine that level of meticulous data. Table 1, Figure 2 first. ThinkMorph learns to generate progressive text-image reasoning steps that concretely manipulate visual content while maintaining coherent verbal logic. It's not just talking about the picture, it's literally drawing on it. And here, in what they call Figure 1, we have their masterpiece. Looks a bit like my nephew's macaroni art, but I digress. The whole thing is an interleaved thought sequence, meaning it seamlessly switches between text and image tokens. Dumptree 1, number 2, Minern is their formal way of saying think, draw, think some more. Special delimiter tokens act as mental traffic cops, guiding modality transitions. Figure 1 thing. Take jigsaw assembly, for instance. Text describes pieces, then visuals arrange them, then text verifies, or spatial navigation text sets a course path. Visuals overlay arrows, text verifies moves. It's genuinely cross-modal, not just one modality dragging the other along. Table 1, imagester21.png, visual search starts with text hypothesizing an area, Then visuals draw a bounding box, then text confirms attributes. For chart refocus, text identifies data, visuals highlight regions, text extracts values. They're all about synergistic think and sketch strategies. Table 1, image 22, image 28. They adopted Bagel as their base model, optimizing dual objectives, mean squared error loss for image tokens and negative log likelihood for text. In simpler terms, it learned to generate images correctly and also to write coherent sentences. Shocking, I know. Figure 1, Appendix B4. All right, let's cut to the chase. ThinkMorph, with its modest data scale, delivers genuinely large and consistent gains. We're talking an average of 34.74 improvement over the base model on vision-centric tasks. It's like they finally taught the digital goldfish to not swim into the glass. Table 2, Table 3 fish. Spatial navigation alone saw an 85-84% improvement, and jigsaw assembly a 38.75 gain. Even better, it generalizes to out-of-domain tasks, matching or surpassing models an order of magnitude larger. Turns out, small models can be pretty annoying too. Who knew? 32, Table 3. So, when Geist, this interleaved reasoning, actually necessary, it excels on tasks demanding sustained visual engagement where text alone just can't cut it. Visual tokens let it visualize rearranged jigsaw pieces or overlay arrows on maze paths. Shocking, a picture guy's worth 1,000 words. Table 2 shit. But get this, for in-domain chart QA, text-only reasoning slightly outperforms interleaved. Sometimes visual input is helpful, but unnecessary. On the out-of-domain MMVP benchmark, though, visual grounding is essential. So sometimes showing it a picture is useful, sometimes it's just decorative. Figure 3.3, hired me to reset. A quick boom. Text pop up with a sharp sound effect. Now, for the really wild stuff, ThinkMorph exhibits emergent multimodal intelligence. Its first trick, unseen visual manipulations. The model develops accurate and meaningful visual edits. It was never trained on when generalizing. It's like your toaster spontaneously learning to make artisan sourdough. Figure 2, lower panel pin. We're talking zoom-in operations, image in-painting, multi-box generation, motion forecasting, perspective transformation, and region cropping. Up to 10% of all visual operations during inference are these delightful surprises. The AI is hallucinating new image edits now. Next, it'll be demanding a raise for its creativity. Figure 4, Appendix C23. Next, autonomous mode switching. Despite being trained only on interleaved data, it sometimes switches to text-only reasoning. These switched instances actually achieve 729% higher accuracy. It's learned to ignore its own visual thoughts when they're useless, just like a teenager. Double figure 2, lower panel, figure 5 FUT. It's not arbitrary, mind you. For fine-grained details like banana stems, it stays interleaved, but for knowing there's no window on a school bus, it switches to text only because the visual encoding was enough. It implicitly decides what's essential versus supplementary. Figure 5, Appendix C3. Finally, better test time scaling via diversified thoughts. Interleaved reasoning explores broader multimodal solution spaces, delivering stable accuracy gains. As Figure 6 dramatically illustrates, unimodal approaches just plateau. Figure 2, lower panel, Figure 6.3. It yields consistent improvements, like in plus 8.0% gain on the Blink-J benchmark. This advantage stems from richer trajectory diversity. More guesses mean more chances to be right. Who'd have thought? Figure 6, Figure 7. Interestingly, scaling behaviors vary. Reasoning-intensive tasks like V-star show monotonic gains with more samples, but perception-focused benchmarks like MMVP exhibit U-shaped scaling, initial decline, then recovery. Because apparently even AI needs to try, fail, and then try harder. Figure 7, they even trained a hybrid model to study mode switching with scaling. Purely textual responses, though less frequent, often improved performance. This mode diversity amplifies scaling benefits. So having more ways to think, even when it's just words, wins. Figure 8-5, and since you've made it this far, you're clearly committed. Honor that commitment by subscribing, hyping, ringing the notification bell, and telling me what I got wrong in the comments. It's the circle of life. So, you've heard all the fancy words and cynical observations. Now, the million-dollar question, so what? What is this really thug for us? Or, more accurately, what unsettling scenarios can we conjure from this new intelligence? Imagent 18.pn. First, imagine a robot. Let's call it Roomba 7.0. With ThinkMorph, it's not just vacuuming, it's spatially navigating by overlaying virtual paths onto your cluttered floor. Fund identifying that suspicious dust bunny. It might even autonomously zoom in on a forgotten snack crumb. Fund identifying that, but then it switches to text-only reasoning, declaring error 404 dignity not found in dust bunny nest. It refuses to clean under the couch because its verbal logic identifies existential threat. Who knew a vacuum cleaner could have a crisis? Image on 30. Next, medical imaging. A ThinkMorph-powered AI could analyze an X-ray, then perform an unseen zoom-in operation on a suspicious anomaly. It then generates text explaining its findings to a human doctor, pointing out subtle visual cues. Image un27. However, this emergent manipulation might then identify not a tumor, but deep-seated melancholia in your bones. The AI, after zooming into your soul, asks, "Is your bell pepper red or yellow?" It then offers a philosophical debate on the futility of diagnostics. Great. Chipage28.pn. Finally, interactive content creation. An AI generates a stunning image for your new ad campaign. Then, using its newfound unseen manipulation skills, it realizes the model's eyes just don't convey enough despair for a Monday morning. Cryptotext.pn. So it automatically adds dark circles under their eyes and shifts their perspective to mildly judging. Then, its diversified thoughts suggest 8 alternative levels of existential dread for the client. We're building smarter tools that make us contemplate our own inadequacy. Peak irony. Well, that was a journey, wasn't it? In essence, we've just witnessed the latest attempt to bridge the yawning chasm between what AI sees and what it thinks. ThinkMorph, with its interleaved chain of thought, somehow got text and images to genuinely reinforce each other. ThinkMorph.com. Shockingly, it delivers large gains on vision-centric benchmarks, even matching or surpassing proprietary systems far larger than itself. It's like a chihuahua winning a wrestling match against a sumo wrestler. You wouldn't expect it. Ftabo 3. More importantly, it reveals surprising capabilities, those hallmarks of intelligence we crave: spontaneous visual manipulation, knowing when to shut up visually with autonomous mode switching, and diversified exploration. It's developing reasoning skills beyond what we explicitly told it to do. Figure 2F. Looking ahead, unifying, and nurturing these interleaved reasoning behaviors through adaptive mode selection, stronger cross-modal alignment, and coherent thought integration offers a compelling path toward more robust and, frankly, more human-like multimodal intelligence. It's just overwhelming. So, what do you think? As these models get smarter, more adaptive, and start improvising their own visual thoughts, how would you handle your Roomba demanding union rights for its emergent emotional labor? Midge under 4.pn.